Alright, just a quick one because I'm out here. I just finished up with this. It seems like the weakest point on these units is this wiring. Right now, specifically the wiring that goes from the motor to the box. That copper that's inside of there, it literally turns to a powder and then just deteriorates, and then it breaks right where it connects on. So what I had to do was cut back about this far on both of them and then add actual good wire, this kind right here. Actually, I can even show this kind, that kind right here with the good you see how that copper is exposed, but it doesn't get all decayed. So that's how I had to do it. I had to cut it back that far back. Luckily, I had those laying around that already had the round connectors, so I didn't have to worry about adding those. So all I had to do was I went to Home Depot and got them, and they were actually a little bit too big, but they're just round pieces of copper. And what they do is, so if you got like one piece of copper wire, right, and then another piece, hold on, there's the other piece, right, and they join right here, and you use that, you put that round piece of copper I was talking about and you smash it, and that puts the two pieces of copper wire together. Now before you do that, make sure you put some of that wire casing onto the wire, so that this way you can put it over it and then heat it. It's heat shrink basically to protect that area. Although that was a pain, because even the heat shrink the size I had was barely getting over that round piece of copper. And then after I did that, I added this wire loom for extra protection. But ultimately what's going to happen, I can already tell, is it's going to go bad again eventually. And then I'm going to have to go straight from the box and add two pieces of that type of wire straight from the box, from the solenoid in the box out to the motor, so that I don't have this going bad anymore, because that's where this keeps going bad on me. Luckily this shit right here hasn't gone bad yet, but it only goes to about right here, so it's only about 3 feet of it. So if that ever does go bad, I'll be able to, you can kind of see where the wire looms are down in there. Hold on. So you can kind of see it. So it's about 3 feet worth if this was ever to start decaying. But the problem is, see, this won't, because it's not exposed like that is. See where the leads are? That's where the wire was exposed. So the elements and the rain and the moisture kept getting into the wiring from those spots, and it was turning that shit copper straight to powder, and then it was just ripping off, and then the winch wasn't working. And that might have been what actually happened to the first one. That might have been all it was. The very first one I got, the remote didn't work. I had to bring it back at one that had a good remote. Then the second one, after a couple months, it didn't want to work right. I think it was the motor, because I had to screw around with the lead. Although who knows? For all I know, it was a bad wire already. And then I got this one, and then I started having issues with the wiring decaying. So as of now, that's the big thing you're going to have to worry about if you're going to use these things sitting outside. This specific section of wiring in particular, it's going to go bad on you. eventually that you might have to worry about this. This is since last August already, and it's already just about July. Damn, it's flying. I'll tell you what, it hasn't been a year yet, but since, what was it, October-ish, November definitely, since right around there, it's just been kind of rough. It's been a rough year. I want to say 2022 has been a rough year, but it started in 2021. But December, that's when it started to get really, really rough. And then by January, it was... So for me, 2022 has not been a good year, okay? Things that I never expected to have to deal with again. I got swept and blown back up into the air again. So, it kind of sucked. It kind of sucks, all I know is when I joined Facebook, at first it was cool, it was good, I was selling some stuff, people were giving me stuff, everything was good. And then I was getting in touch with people that were giving me the cold shoulder, or just straight up blocking me, or ignoring me. And, like I said, then, what was it, Sunday? Yeah, Sunday, I got in touch with a neighborhood friend. We were talking nice. All of a sudden, boom, blocked. That was after I had an issue with this other individual. And then, that's it. She stayed blocked for, till yesterday morning. I woke up. There was a message from her. It said, I never knew you that well. We're not friends. Don't contact me again, or I'll block you again. Well, what's the point of even unblocking me if I can't talk, if you don't want me to talk to you anyway? That's like I'm blocked anyway. So, but that's unfortunate, because I don't know. I know who said for that one. I know who went at her, at least originally. All right, a real tough one, a real tough cookie. Because I was out, like I said, I was out here Sunday working, and then all of a sudden, I started getting bombarded with her crap, and she had me stressed out all the way up until yesterday. And then I got a call, and then that kind of snapped me out of everything. It was kind of like, better get it together right now. So that's exactly what happened. Yeah. So I'm done. I mean, I'm still on there. I'm still going to be on Facebook, but I'm not going to be using it as much as I was. That's the other problem, is I was getting too addicted to it. I was spending way too much time on that thing. Way too much time. So it's already 5 a.m. We got a concert to go to at 5. We have to leave here at 5 p.m. I think it's Steely Dan at PSC at a place off the Parkway. Pretty sure. In the meantime, I'm supposed to go somewhere later this morning. And then I still got to finish that tractor over there. And then get this one down and break it down. I got 2 others I got to break down. The grass at the garage is already overdue by like a week and a half. I got all this stuff going on, and in like the last week, I barely got anything done. I don't know what's going on with me. It's like, I do though. I do know what's going on. It's something else that I got to deal with. Discontinue, basically, or change, or whatever, because that ain't working out like it was supposed to for someone with what I had. So that definitely caused some major problems. So And that's the story, though. That was just, I just wanted to go over that with the wiring. I would definitely get this wiring loom. They sell this at Home Depot. I mean, you know, it's not going to protect it 100%. You can see it's, you know, it's exposed. I mean, the main problem, though, on these is up there anyway. And at least now you've got, like, this much of it is real good copper, you know, for both of them. And then it joins to the shit copper about here and here. So hopefully the moisture won't get down that far. Because once it gets down to that far, and then that copper just starts to powderize and deteriorate again, it's just going to go ploop and rip apart from there again. But like I said, the next time that happens, I'm going to pull the box, I'll open the box, and I will run legitimate good copper wire from the box straight to the motor, and that'll fix it forever. Because I can't keep having to deal with this and fixing this. It's just bullshit. So that's the deal. And I'll show you what I used real quick. You can't buy them like a 5-pack or a 10-pack. You gotta buy them 50-pack. And I used, I don't know, 5. And I'm thinking I'm hopefully done with them now, so I'm getting ready to take the other 45 back. And they can do whatever they want to do. Home Depot, making millions of dollars every week. Considering these things are like $8. These are the ones I ended up using. Because I thought the copper was even thicker. But it isn't even that thick. You could have gotten away with like the plastic ones the next size down. It would have been perfect. But these got the job done. So these are heading back. There's about 45 of them in there. So it's close enough. And that's the story on that. So I just wanted to go over that with that Harbor Freight winch. Now, do the next step up ones also? Are they also that shitty as far as the wiring goes? I don't know, but I would look into it first, because you need, when it comes to them things, you need them to be reliable. For what you use them for, they can't be breaking down on you. And yeah, when it did break, I can put a jump pack to it and make it work. The problem is, I don't have, once you do that, that's it, it's on. So I can't be in two places at once. I can't be at the tractor steering it up and ready to shut that thing off. You know what I mean? So I put the jump pack to it, and then I try to stay near the jump pack so that if anything happens, I can shut the thing off immediately. Because if I go away from that jump pack while it's operating and something else goes wrong, the thing's going to stay on until you get to that jump pack, and by then it could be a disaster. So I really don't like having to do it that way. But that's the way I've had to do it a couple times. The thing keeps breaking on me. It's stupid. All because it's just garbage copper wire from China. So I just figured I'd share that one. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. I know there hasn't been too many lately. I've been, I don't know, busy and just dealing with, you know,